Justin Tucker's kicking struggles have become one of the NFL's most puzzling stories this season, and to get to the bottom of it, I reached out to one of the best kickers to ever do it, Lawrence Tynes. Tynes, who won 2 Super Bowls with the New York Giants and made clutch field goals in 2 NFC Championship games, knows something about performing under pressure. And what he said about Tucker's recent issues is fascinating. Tynes didn't mince words when he spoke to USA Today News Sports about what he sees from Tucker. He believes Tucker has developed a mechanical flaw causing him to miss kicks left. From the couch, looking on, Tynes said, he has a mechanical flaw causing him to pull all his kicks. It does not look like he could fix what was causing that, and he continues to miss left in game. Tynes made an important distinction. He's sure that Tucker is fixing it in practice, but the pressure of the game makes a difference. Games are different, Tynes said. And this is where things get tricky for Tucker, who's always been a model of consistency and arguably the best kicker in NFL history. His misses now, 5 kicks in the last 3 games, have raised serious concerns, especially given his reputation as the gold standard in the kicking game. Even Bill Belichick, no stranger to analyzing mechanics, shared a similar sentiment on the "Let's Go" podcast. Belichick agreed that Tucker's issues seemed to stem from something mechanically off, but his talent hasn't gone anywhere. There's something that's a little bit off from a technique standpoint, but I don't see that there's a lack of talent, Belichick said. If you have the key to unlock that problem, then probably everything could be great. Belichick emphasized that these issues extend beyond this season, with some noticeable accuracy problems cropping up even during the 2023 season. He supports the Ravens sticking with Tucker, calling him the most accurate kicker in football history. But Belichick knows that something needs to change mechanically for Tucker to return to his former self. It's hard to overstate how unusual it is to see Tucker struggling. This is a kicker who's been almost flawless throughout his career. For him to miss 3 kicks in a single game, like he did in the Ravens' 24-19 loss to Philadelphia, is shocking. It's a rare slump for a kicker who's been the gold standard. And in that game against the Eagles, Tucker missed an extra point and 2 field goals, something that's not typical for someone of his caliber. Tynes pointed out another key issue, the mental aspect. He is struggling mentally, that's the bottom line, Tynes said. And that's where the problem lies. Tucker, who's rarely faced adversity, now finds himself in a situation where the pressure of the moment might be getting to him. Kicking is as mental as physical, and this slump could be rooted in the psychological battle of not knowing how to fix a flaw that's never been there before. The Ravens now face a tough decision. Do they stick with Tucker and hope he can return to his old self in time for the playoffs, or do they look for a backup plan, risking his confidence even further? If he can work out the mechanical kinks, Tucker could still be the game-changer Baltimore needs in the postseason. But if those issues persist, it could cost the team dearly in a crucial playoff game. Tynes, again, summed it up perfectly. He is the best kicker of all time, who has never even had a mini slump in his career. This is his first one, and if we're being honest, he is not handling it well. Tynes added that the Ravens are in a tough spot because they know Tucker can't fix it, but there's also the risk that he won't, and the consequences could be devastating in a playoff game. All the Ravens can do for now is hope that Tucker works through his slump. But with the high stakes, it's hard not to feel the pressure mounting on Tucker and the coaching staff. The Ravens' playoff hopes could hinge on whether or not Tucker can figure it out in time. It's a delicate situation, and one that's not easy to navigate. For Baltimore, they're hoping this is just a temporary blip in an otherwise historic career. However, as Tynes rightly pointed out, the stakes are incredibly high, and no one knows the outcome.